that is robot systems, or the basic of robots, or basic configuration of robot. So let us see. Today we are going to see practical number 12. So you can see here, in this particular title we are going to see what is meant by robots, then the elements of robot system, then there are types and nature of controlling. So what is meant by robots and how it is categorized, and what kind of studies are required for the robotics. So you can see, this is the nothing but the concurrent engineering, or we can say it as a multidisciplinary device or the hardware. So here you can see the categories which are computer sciences, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering. Also it needs a mechanism. With the help of mechanical engineering systems, with the help of mechatronics, it needs the controls, it needs the sensors, and with the help of computer science, it is having the perception. So all over you can say it as it is a multidisciplinary device which is used to reduce the human efforts, to improve the efficiency of the work and productivity also. So let us see what is exactly robot anatomy deals with. So here you can see, with the help of joints and links, uh, the process is happened as per the human body. So this is looks like likely a human body, you can see here. So these are the legs and having the links. Okay, so this is having the particular joint. So this is the arm of a robot having the link and type of kind of joint. So let us see what kind of links and joints are there. So you can see here it is a fixed with the base, and it is nothing but the type of link. You can see this is the link 0 which is grounded, and the joint number 1 to the joint number 1, the link 1 is joined to the joint number 2, link 2 is joined, and you can see the end arm which exactly does the operation is free to move. Okay, so as per our human hand or human arm, these can work and these can make us work so easy. So as per the robot anatomy, let us see what kind of joints are there and what kind of motions are there. So these are the joints particularly used in robot anatomy. So linear joint, that is also called as a L-type joint. Then the orthogonal joint, also those are called O joint. Then the rotational joint, we can say it as a R joint also. Then the twisting joint, these are also called T joint. Then revolving joint, also called as a V joint. So this is the exact image of the joint. You can see the first one is linear, then the orthogonal, then rotational joint, then the revolving joint. Okay, and finally we can see it as a V joint. Okay, so these kind of joints are used for different kinds of uh, work output. So as per application, we must have to choose the particular link to make that happen. So these 5 joints are used in robot configurations. So let us see what exactly mean by robot configuration and what kind of robot configuration are there. So robot physically configuration is categorized in 4 types, that is Cartesian configuration, cylindrical, polar, or jointed arm, or we can say it as a SCARA robot. So you can see the Cartesian or rectangular or gantry type robots. These are having such kind of links and joints linear to the XYZ axis. That's why the work done or the envelope made by such kind of robots is a rectangular envelope, so that it is called rectangular robot configuration. Now you can see the base and the cylindrical column is fixed, and this particular arm rotate with respect to with respect to this axis, and that's why it rotates 360 degree, and it totally accessible to its 30-degree freedom. That's why it is called cylindrical configuration, as well as it can move upward, downward, and it is also moves to and fro to its arm. So that's why it is called cylindrical configuration. So this is called the polar spherical configuration. Now in further lecture, we are going to see exact enveloping of the spherical joint. So now only you can carefully observe the kind of joints and the degrees of freedom are same as cylindrical configuration. But if you can clearly see this particular arm is having a revolving motion that gives more degree of freedom to this particular arm. It is likewise our human arm. So this is called the spherical configuration. Now jointed configuration is also called as a articulated or the jointed spherical arm also. So such kind of robots are mainly used in pick and place kind of jobs in automation industries. So these are famous configuration which is widely used. So these are the four configurations widely used in the industries. Now what areas actually robot deals? So need to replace the human labor by the robot, where we can replace the human in such a hazardous environment, then repetitive task where the boring and unpleasant task is there, robots always present there to replace the humans. Then the multi-shift operations are there because of the fatigue, because of the same kind of job or the physical challenges we cannot do uh, with the high efficiency. So such kind of jobs are replaced by the robots. And finally, operating for long hours without rest, this is also the cause for accident as well as low quality, low output. So such kind of causes happen with the human. So humans are replaced by the robots. Here the distinct advantages of the robots you can see here. A robot and automation can in many situations to increase the production, productivity, safety, efficiency, quality, consistency of the product. So this is one and all advantage. The first line is showing in brief. Then the second advantage, a robot can work in hazardous environment, as we have seen earlier. A robot need to environmental comfort. No need to environmental comfort for the robots. They can work anywhere. They can work in mining industry where the oxygen is low. They can work in a caves where the lighting conditions are so poor. They can work where the hazardous gas is present. So in kind of environment they feel their comfort, so that humans are replaced with the robots. Now you can see the next advantage, robot work continuously without any humanity needs and illness. And final, robots have repeatable precision at all the time. So these are the advantages of the robots. Now let us see another advantage of robot, that robot can be much more accurate than humans. Then robot and their sensor can have capabilities beyond that the humans. So we have the some kind of constraints, but robot sensors having more ranges to sense and aware about the environment. Then the robots can process multiple tasks at a time where human cannot do such. Then robots replace human worker who can create economic problem. So these are the advantages where robots are widely replaced by the human are replaced by the robot, sorry. Then we are going to see the exact operation or exact how robots are works. So you can see here. in this video you can see there is a jointed arm robot which is having a base which is fixed to floor, and the particular link is rotating link, and as per the human body it is having the all kind of constraint which are present in human body or human arm, shoulder, waist, elbows. So likewise you can control these robots and increase your production, increase your work ability, increase your productivity. Okay, so this is the area covered by the arm, robotic arm. Now the degrees of freedom which are shown by the robots, that is yawing, pitching. So you can see the wrist pitch, wrist roll and wrist yaw. Okay, this is as per our wrist, human wrist, and the end effectors are showing that those can work as per our human wrist. Okay, so moving towards the SCARA robot, those are the special purpose selective compliance assembly robot arm. SCARA is nothing but selective compliance assembly robot arm. So you can see here uh, for printing board, they are printing they can work like human arm. So you can see here the degrees of freedom, and the area covered by the SCARA robot is likely more than the spherical arm or cylindrical arm configuration. So these kinds of configurations are widely used where the other kinds of configurations are constrained. So these are the applications. Now the linear robot or Cartesian robot, you can see here gantry type robots also. Such kind of principle is you can see in CMM machines. This particular robot working as a pick and place robot, you can see here. So these are the axis environment of a robot, X, Y, Z, plus as well as minus. This is also a gantry type robot, printing the PCB board or soldering the PCB board. You can see the motion is precisely controlled by the servo motors. You can see over there. Okay, so these are the applications or direct applications of a robot. Now further applications I'm going to show you. Here you can see for the pick and place, you can see here. So kind of rectangular arm geometry. These are the gantry type robots. Earlier we have seen in previous video. So these are a rectangular arm and application you can see for the cranes, hoist. Okay, so let us move to the cylindrical arm. Now moving towards directly applications, you can see here how it comes lower, make their body loose, and see how the holding, how the grip is present there, how they are working with the hardwares, vertical linear motion, that is called stroke, then the horizontal linear motion, that is called reach, and the rotational motion, that is called swing. So these are the three degrees of freedom which are present in cylindrical arm, two rotational and one linear. Okay, so that's why it is making the envelope cylindrical. That's why it is called cylindrical arm geometry. And the area shown, hollow area shown, that is the reach where that particular robot cannot reach. So this is also a spherical arm robot. You can see rotational motion, that is called a base or shoulder. Then the linear motion, reach. Then the work environment, you can see clearly base, shoulder and reach. Now this is the spherical shape, and here it is the approaching reach of the particular arm. That's why it is called spherical arm geometry. These are used for welding purpose and other applications. So the next is joint spherical arm geometry. You can see here widely these are used in current automobile or heavy production system where the mass production present and flexible automation system is present. In kind of operations these robots are used. Here you can see the rotational base. Rotational motion is provided to base or called as a shoulder. Also provided to the elbow. So as earlier configuration gives us constraint, but this joint arm spherical gives us more reach. So this is the robot applications and the use of robots. As the automation system works on a control system like software provided to the computers and they can control the hardware, likewise these robots are controlled with the help of different types of softwares which are the set of programs, and with the help of these programs you can control their operation, their swing, their degrees of freedom and their movement. So there are number of software present in market. As per your configuration, as per your reach, as per your system volume, you can purchase, you can use at a commercial base, and you can use at a as a educational base also. So this is nothing but the robotic study. In for the further information you can go on the YouTube and you can search how exactly the robot instructions are given to the softwares and how the interpretation is done. So for this syllabus it is done with myself, and I will conclude this practical. Thank you very much.